West Ham United looking to strengthen their grip on fourth place when they face Leeds. That kicks us off on Super Sunday. And then it is the North London derby if the game goes ahead, because there has been news this evening that Arsenal have requested a postponement in that game because of availability issues, because of potential COVID problems in their squad. Now, of course, they played last night. This is what they've had to say. We can confirm we've made an application for the postponement of the game. We have reluctantly, they say, taken this step, but we have many players currently unavailable across our squad as a result of COVID, injuries, players away with their countries at AFCON. We will provide more information as soon as it's available, and the Premier League say they will meet tomorrow and make a decision then. Gary, your thoughts?
Look, I should have spoken out about this probably 3 or 4 weeks ago when Manchester United called their games off. I honestly believe that all teams, not just actually in the Premier League, but the EFL now, must be made to play their fixtures. Balogun's gone on loan, Maitland-Niles has gone on loan, Xhaka's got a red card. That's not the fault of anybody else. We can't be calling fixtures off. If it was purely down to COVID in extraordinary circumstances where there were 10 or 15 players out, but we're now talking about teams for the last few weeks where there's no doubt they've been calling games off based upon whether they think they've got the best squad or best team to win a game. It's got to stop. And I have to say, that's not a dig at Arsenal. I should have spoken 3 or 4 weeks ago. Manchester United, other teams have got 30, 40 players in their squad. I'm not having they can't get 14, 15, 16 players together. And so for me, it should be rejected without knowing the exact detail, unless there is an absolute load of COVID cases coming today at Arsenal. I feel, having played last night at Liverpool, and played fantastically well, by the way, I think it has to stop now, this, and we have to make teams play.
Well, Jamie, you did the game last night. It wasn't the strongest Arsenal squad that actually took part in that game. We had a little bit of a count-up. If we're talking senior players, there were 10 outfield players, obviously, that started. There were 4 senior players, if you like, on the bench. But, of course, there was the Xhaka red card, which Gary's mentioned. There might be a couple of injuries. There might be a couple of COVID cases that we don't know about. But do you think we should be asking younger players to be getting involved, the likes of Charlie Patino, 18 years old, to be starting the game, and Arsenal just to get on with it?
Yeah, but listen, I don't want this to be about Arsenal. I think Gary's right. This is about the Premier League as a whole. This is not having a dig at Arsenal. We're just talking on the back of them being the latest club. Every club has done this. No other league in Europe is doing this, certainly in those big leagues. Bayern Munich played a 16-year-old in the last game. I mean, that tells you exactly where they are. Now, why can't we do that? Why can't our sort of young players be given an opportunity in these, circumstances? Everyone's in the same boat, and I'm exactly with Gary. If it's an outbreak of COVID and it's decimated the squad, I can understand. But players being in the AFCON tournament, just normal injuries, that's got nothing to do with it. You've got under-23 squads, you've got younger players as well. This is an opportunity that they make at the chance. I know there's a lot riding on Premier League games, I totally understand that. But at this moment, I think teams, there's no doubt, up and down this country, are taking advantage of the situation.